Actually, part two of the report that we come out to today is to be very clear that this isn't sort of individuals acting on their own. This is a concentrated effort that involves Cuomo donors who funded the $4.3 million Senate takeover, are also donors who are funding other campaigns to privatize public education in other ways. You really have to see this as a machine. This is like the new form of hedge fund to machine politics, and Cuomo's right at the center of it. He's a key donor. His policies became prominently more pro-charter after he started getting more and more money. So, we can't know what those private conversations are, but the best guess is that Cuomo is actually working for these hedge fund guys as opposed to the public of New York.
It's really about how do we trace the money back, and why is it that our governor is in bed with people who are so in love with charter schools versus finding ways to improve our public schools and the education of students within them. It's like this. My mother always said, "You are the company you keep."
It's violating human rights for equal and fair, education for all children, free of charge.
You see people being bought by dollars. It's not old. It's not new. It's very old, right? I think the difference here is that we can't have someone talking out of two sides of their face. We have someone who, in Governor Cuomo, who in 2011 talked about he was going to transform New York for the people, right? In 2012, in his State of the State, a new New York for you, right? But none of it is true. It's been everything but that. And so we challenge him to say, if you really believe in those statements that you talked about in the beginning, what happened in 2014 where you have promised privately run charter schools that you will make sure that they are funded, and you starve our public school system where millions of our children attend daily, yearly. Clearly money matters to Governor Cuomo. He just doesn't think it matters to the parents and the people in the working class.
Cuomo has totally been bought. He seems so far removed from the average person in the street. I feel like he doesn't know his everyday New Yorkers. All he knows is the corporate billionaires who fund his campaign, and that's so unfortunate. He needs to see what's happening in the schools and the problems he created. These are all systems that are happening because of the things and policies he's putting in place, and he's not listening to the people, nor is he even aware of what's happening with the people, and that's a shame.